Individual time in the gym to work on your weakness is really important because a lot of people will go to the gym and they'll neglect their weaknesses. They'll go to the gym and they'll get hyped up with their friends. They'll want to work out, their favorite muscle, their strongest muscle, their favorite lifts, and they'll just get caught up with the ego lifting, and it's really hard to make progress when you only focus on your strengths. To make real progress, you have to focus on your weaknesses. I like to go work around 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes, actually, just to find my peace in there, because during the daytime it's hard to go to the gym at a time where there's not people that are really distracting to your workout. Yeah, I'll definitely say I train to be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, and to train is my cause. Basically, I'll travel across the lands, searching far and wide, teaching people to understand the power that's inside. Is that good?
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend.
I feel like working out at this time is good for people to work on their weaknesses, I feel a lot less pressure to lift heavy without all the outside distractions. I'm about ready to go home, get some sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. 我的名字叫白章凯，我来自 Anaheim, California. Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to my place. Let's step inside and have a little tour. This is my girlfriend here, Saber. And this is my view. This mirror is great for keeping track of my progress and stuff, just because it's a full-size mirror, I can see myself from head to toe, making sure I'm making all kinds of gains. All right, anyways, let's get to breakfast. Since today my girl's here, we're gonna be doing something a little bit special for breakfast. I'm gonna be preparing some cereal. All right, so step 1, pour cereal. Step 2, pour milk. Last step, you just wanna grab some spoons and go ahead and serve it up. There you go, my lady. Husband material, bro. So after breakfast, we're gonna be heading on over to Ralph's. We're gonna be looking for some ingredients for my post-workout meal today. Just in case you're wondering why I'm on this vehicle right now, because my legs are kind of sore and I have a strict no leg day policy going on right now, so this will have to do. All right, guys, so when it comes to picking your pasta sauce, picking the low sodium choice will actually make a huge difference in your physique. Per half cup, this low sodium one has only 115 milligrams per serving. In contrast to that, we see the regular one has 420 milligrams per serving. Honestly, when it comes to eating healthy and cutting out all the sodium and preservatives, not only will you feel better about your body, but you'll also look better. The next ingredient that we have on our list is noodles. So when it comes to noodles, what I'm gonna go with today is whole grain noodles. When it comes to getting meat, no antibiotics, no added hormones. This is fucking great. Though I pass through the valley of the shadow of candy, I will fear no sugars. Oh. I've come to learn that a lot about, the whole aesthetics movement is just the aesthetic mindset, which is really the mindset where you're like, I'm gonna wake up every day and I'm gonna make myself a better person, You're not gonna just do the same thing that you do every day, You're gonna wake up and consciously make that choice, You know, I'm gonna pursue a more aesthetic life. You know, I'm gonna pursue a better life. A better me leads to a better life. Right now we're headed to Metro Flex in Long Beach. It's about a 15-minute drive from my place in Anaheim. Metro Flex is cool because I think in a way it is kind of like a judgment-free zone. Like you can go as ham as you want. No one's gonna be like, what are you doing? You're making so much noise lifting weight. Not everything that has to do with training has to be intense and serious and hardcore, you know, life's just about having fun sometimes. You know, I think people take it too seriously. You know, they're trying to prove a point to the world, and sometimes, you know, you just do things because you want to. For our first workout, we're gonna be hitting some behind the neck pull-ups. It's a good warm-up that I like to do. It warms up your rotator cuffs. It's good for the traps, good for the lats. Next, we're gonna be hitting some lat pull downs. Your hand placement for this workout is gonna be the ultimate factor in deciding what part of your back you're gonna be working out. For example, you can work them out like this, and you'll be hitting more of a thickness in your back. You can hold them like this, which is what I'm gonna be doing, and this is definitely a lot more for width. Isolation is one of the most important parts of aesthetics, you know? Focusing on one muscle group and being able to make that grow so your body will grow with the exact proportions that you're going for, you know? For our next workout, we're gonna be hitting some cable rows. In contrast to the pull downs and the pull-ups, this workout is a lot more about thickness, not so much about width. All right, now we're gonna do some T-bar rows. This is a great back workout to build strength. It's a great compound workout. Fully utilizes your whole back. Great for building strength and mass. I would recommend anyone to add this into their back routine. A lot of people are going to the gym and, you know, they're not concerned about what they're gonna look like in a year or two, but they're concerned about what they look like right now in the gym, lifting weights. No one wants to do bent over like dumbbell flies, you know, to work on the rear delts or their traps. You know, people just run to the flat bench, you know, run to the dumbbell racks, get a good pump. And this results in people that go to the gym years after years, you know, and there's a lot of people like this, you know, they don't really have impressive physiques. It's because they lift to lift, you know, they don't lift for progress. And I feel like that's really where isolation comes into play. For this next workout, we're gonna be doing dumbbell rows. It's a really good isolation workout for your back. It's great for stretching it out, getting a full contraction. As always, I can't stress this enough, you're gonna wanna be pulling from your elbows so that you're contracting and stretching your back. If you are pulling with your wrist, you will be stretching and contracting your bicep. Get it? Back, bicep. All right, just got done with our back workout at Metro Flex. I'm about to head on home and fix up a post-workout meal. I'm thinking spaghetti with whole wheat pasta and some lean ground turkey. A lot of people turn working out into this really hard thing, but I feel like a lot of it is just establishing a healthy routine in your life. You know, once you get used to eating a certain type of food, different times of the day, it doesn't become a chore anymore. It's just part of habit. So I've just gotten done with my workout. Naturally, my body's gonna be starving. My muscles, they're gonna be depleted. So I'm gonna need to charge them up with some carbs. I got a 100% whole grain spaghetti. For proteins, we got some lean ground turkey. And for healthy fats, some coconut oil. Guys, honestly, making your own meals isn't very hard. Let's see, for this, all we have to do is boil this, cook this, mix it together. Anyone can do it. Don't be lazy. Don't cheat on your meals. This is really basic and simple. Anyone can do it. And cooking your own meals gives you, the power to count your own macros, to keep track of how much you're eating every day. When I started locking down my diet, that's when I saw the biggest change in my physique, Because Because before that, I had worked out here and there, but I never really saw any type of difference. But as soon as I upped the calories, it started growing. Boom, Chef Skywalker, Secrets of Dieting 101. Welcome to class, guys. It's not that hard. You know, it's good to be inspired by other people and stuff, but when it comes to bodybuilding, when it comes to weightlifting, and any type of self-improvement, any type of hobby, you know, I feel like it should be you versus you. You know, you should, you know, stick to your passion, stick to your grind, because you're trying to create a better version of yourself, not because you're trying to be better than other people out there. I'm going for the ropes. It's the last time ever doing that shit. Yeah, at least it looks cool for Instagram, right? That's what it's all about sometimes. Just putting up a fake front, post all your shit on Instagram, try to look motivational. That's what the fitness industry is right now anyways. Fuck it. I feel like there's a bunch of fakers on social media these days that teach these little kids that, you know, fitness is about driving a sports car, you know, fitness is about living a luxurious lifestyle, fitness is about having a lot of money, you know. They're just using these things to track kids, you know, to buy their products, to buy their plans, in hopes and dreams that they'll someday become a fitness model. But to be honest, really, I feel like it's the journey that, you know, inspires people and motivates people, because that's what, you know, that's what people can relate to, you know, that's what people see, and then they say, maybe I can do this for myself, you know. It's not the end product, it's the journey. Thanks for watching my video, A Day in the Lift with Aesthetic Revolution. I hope you enjoyed it, because we had a great time filming it. Go ahead and click the subscribe button below, and we'll see you around. Peace out.
A lot of people think that fitness athletes.
It's good, it's good. Body's like a rock, and every rep I do, I'm just chipping away at it, sculpting it into the perfect piece of art.
I'll ask you, can you follow this with me?
Bring your hands in, squeeze your chest together. So since today I have my girl here with me, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit special for breakfast. What I'm gonna be preparing is,
I don't think you got something in your mouth too.
yeah, I was chewing on some vitamins. Fuck new school bodybuilding, I'm all about that old school. Arnold is my hero, bro.